203 institutions failed to upload students' data for Nelfund. What it means. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, Nelfund, has disclosed that 203 tertiary institutions across Nigeria did not submit their students' information for the 2024/2025 student loan exercise. The failure to comply in time means that students enrolled in those institutions are at risk of being excluded from this loan cycle. This disclosure was made in a statement by Nelfund's Director of Strategic Communications, Osayemi Oluwachi. In a bid to avert total exclusion, the portal has been reopened for just 48 hours, from 12 a.m. Sunday, October 12 to 12 a.m. Tuesday, October 14, 2025, to allow defaulting institutions to comply. Why institutions must upload students' data. Nelfund uses its Student Loan Application System, SLAS, which requires institutions to upload the details of their eligible students so they can apply for the loan. Without that data, students from institutions that do not comply would not be recognized in the system and thus cannot access the funds. The fund has warned that failure to complete the verification process in the reopened window would lead to forfeiture of participation in the current loan cycle, thereby disadvantaging students in those institutions. Some names among the defaulting institutions. The list spans federal, state, and private institutions. Some of the more notable names on the list include Bayero University, Kano, University of Ilorin, Obafemi Awolowo University, Lagos State University, Federal Polytechnic, Offa, Federal College of Education, Kano, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Taraba State University, Jalingo, Zamfara State University, Talata Mafara, and many more. The full roster was published by Nelfund. Implications and concerns. Students' access at stake. For students in these institutions, failure of their school to upload their data could mean losing access to the Nelfund loan, which many depend on for tuition and related costs. Institutional accountability. The fact that so many institutions missed the deadline suggests issues in coordination, internal administrative lapses, or perhaps a lack of awareness or capacity in some institutions. Short window for redemption. Reopening the portal for only 48 hours is a tight deadline, which may not be sufficient for all erring institutions to mobilize staff, reconcile student records, and submit accurate data. Risk of exclusion. Nelfund's warning is stern. Institutions that fail to collaborate in this deadline risk being excluded from the present loan cycle altogether. Students would be the ones bearing the consequences. What steps should stakeholders take? Institutions should immediately act in that 48-hour window to upload verifiable student data. Students should confirm whether their institution is on the defaulting list and press their administration to comply. Regulatory bodies, like the Ministry of Education, may need to verify that institutions are fulfilling their obligations and possibly sanction persistent defaulters. Prospective policy review is needed to consider more robust, earlier, or recurring checks to prevent mass defaults in subsequent cycles.